Breaking news on Warriors today as Draymond Green has been suspended indefinitely after he hit Nurkić in the face during the Golden State Warriors versus Phoenix Suns game last night. I mean, he's already been suspended for 5 games after he put Rudy Gobert in a headlock just less than a month ago, and now he's suspended indefinitely. Well, I am your host of Warriors Today, Allie Barefoot. Obviously not in the Chat Sports studio. I am at home because I want to get this information out to you guys as quick, as efficiently as possible, because indefinitely could be a very long time for the Warriors. Now, bear with me. I do actually have the NBA communications post right here, and it says that his suspension will begin immediately, and the league wants to give Draymond enough time to be able to deal with league terms and league conditions before he's able to return. Now, of course, this was a Woj bomb, as most things are for the Golden State Warriors and any other breaking news, but Woj did tweet that Draymond Green, the Warriors GM Mike Dunleavy, and of course Draymond Green's agent did decide that they're going to meet Thursday, which is tomorrow as of today, and they're going to decide what he needs to work on and when he can effectively come back and be a usable, feasible player for the Warriors. Now, the sources say the league didn't want to specify a specific number on the suspension, but allow Green to take the time he might need to deal with challenges he's facing. What are those challenges? Because if you look at his track record throughout this past year, in which the NBA did specify this length of suspension has been deemed due to his unsportsmanlike conduct. Now, I made a video earlier today on Warriors Today saying, if this hit, which was a 360 turnaround closed fist or open fist, as some of you have specified, regardless, Nurkić got hit in the face and he fell to the ground. I think it was uncalled for in this ball game, whereas the Rudy Gobert, he had the excuse that he was coming to defend Klay Thompson's aid. But nonetheless, Draymond Green did hit somebody, and that's what makes a suspension indefinite. Draymond Green hit the person. If this was anybody else, Jokic got suspended for 1 or 2 games for putting an elbow to Morris's back 2 seasons ago. I think that because Draymond has a reputation, it leaves the Warriors at a disadvantage because now they're going to be without Draymond Green for a could be long period of time. Nonetheless, go ahead and type down in the comments below, what's your first reaction to this suspension? Mine is, I guess, 2 words, not shocking. I knew the suspension was coming. I just didn't know how long. I actually had the conversations with Knicks Now by Chat Sports host Marshall Green and Bulls Report by Chat Sports Patrick Seatman on how long should Draymond Green be suspended. And the 3 of us all agreed it should at least be double digits, but the league said we don't even have a number for you. We just want Draymond Green to stop doing this. And at some point, Draymond's going to have to learn. Now, Draymond did apologize to Nurkić after the game last night, and he said, look, that was a hard hit. I didn't mean to do it. I was trying to call a foul. And Draymond even said, this is how you know I didn't mean to do it, because when I do mean to hit somebody, I'm not apologizing for it. I don't think that's the golden rule, Draymond, but nonetheless, whether he decided to do it or not do it, he has a reputation. This is now his 3rd time this season, 23 games into the season, he's been ejected. Well, this is now his 6th time he's been suspended in his career, and he's been ejected 18 times in his career, which is the most of any active player in the NBA. You have a history, Draymond, and it's coming back to bite you and the Warriors in the place that I don't want to mention right now. But before I dive deeper into what this means for the Warriors with a Draymond Green indefinite suspension, I do want to talk to you guys about Prize Picks. It's our sponsor here on Warriors Today. I'm playing it literally right now, as you guys can see. I love taking these Prize Picks and making the most out of it. My picks right now are currently Cade Cunningham having more than 21.5 points. I have Miles Turner and Giannis, a combo pick, more than 20 rebounds. And of course, they have a nice little Christmas or holiday special right now going on Prize Picks that you can pick more or less on Kevin Durant to have half a point on his Christmas Day game. Of course, I took the more on that. So those are my Prize Picks right now. All you have to do is pick between 2 to 6 players and just pick more or less on their projected stats, and you can win up to 25 times your money on any entry. It takes less than 60 seconds to make your picks, and you can win real money in real time. I love Prize Picks. I play it every single game day. Well, speaking of game day, there's no timetable on Draymond Green's return, so the Warriors are going to have to adjust without him. Now, last time he was suspended, which was for 5 games when he put Rudy Gobert in a WWE headlock in the Minnesota Timberwolves game, Jonathan Kuminga did start in his place. Now, Jonathan Kuminga has been hot for the Warriors. I mean, he had 16 points last night against the Suns. He's been really proving why he should get more minutes. And when Jonathan Kuminga wasn't starting, Moses Moody would jump in. Now, I know we've talked a lot on here on Warriors Day about whether or not the Warriors should bench Moses Moody, Andrew Wiggins for Moses Moody or Jonathan Kuminga. Well, now that Draymond Green is going to be out for an extended period of time, once again, indefinite means we do not know how long the suspension is going to last. This may give an opportunity for Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody to kind of wiggle their way into the lineup. Now, look, I'm not saying they're better than Draymond Green. That's not what I'm initiating here. But the Warriors were dealt the cards, and now they have to play with it. The Warriors right now are 10-13. And to be honest, last night when Draymond Green got ejected against the Phoenix Suns, he had 2 points. He wasn't obviously make or break in this game, whereas Jonathan Kuminga and the rest of the Warriors bench had 80 combined points on the night. They're clearly making a difference, so I think this is the moment now where Steve Kerr was kind of already on the brink of wanting to play younger guys rather than the vets, considering he benched Klay Thompson last night against the Suns because he wasn't producing as well as some of the younger players like Brandon Podziemski or Jonathan Kuminga. I'm not saying I'm glad Draymond Green got suspended, but I think that this could be a blessing in disguise for the Warriors who have struggled with their starting 5. The same starting 5 they ran with last year, which consists of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, and Kevon Looney. That starting 5 doesn't seem to be working for the Warriors as much this season, so if Draymond Green is out, then that means somebody else can step up. I want you guys to go ahead and comment down below who's a Warrior you want to see step up in Draymond Green's absence. I would love to see either Moses Moody or Jonathan Kuminga really make their difference, and if Andrew Wiggins still isn't stepping up, then you can also potentially put Brandon Podziemski in the starting lineup for him. And that's crazy, because that's a rookie. But he's been playing fantastic. So like I said, I don't wish this on anybody. I hope the Warriors adjust very quickly and very well with Draymond Green's indefinite suspension. But I guess in the league's sake, you already suspended him for 5 games, and then less than a month later, he goes and hits another player. Whether or not Draymond Green actually meant to do it, this has been a pattern for him. I mean, Ron Artest was suspended for 80-plus games because Ron Artest had a history of doing things like this. So I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying the league has been known to suspend players for long periods of time pending their actions. If this was any other player that potentially hit Nurkić in the face, maybe it'd be 1 or 2 games. But the league wants to make sure Draymond Green stops doing this because Draymond has so much good in his career that I hope that the bad doesn't start to outweigh it towards the end of his career. You know, he's getting up there in age. He's a veteran. We know Steve Kerr loves playing his veterans. Klay Thompson hasn't been playing as well. So I don't want to see that trio start to crumble. I hope that Draymond Green takes the time that he needs to truly learn, like, hey, you can play aggressive. I love that Draymond Green's aggressive on defense. That's one of the reasons why he's one of the best defensive players for the Warriors in this day and age. But you have to be smart because, like I said, the Warriors had a 5-point lead when Draymond Green hit Nurkić in the face. 65-60. When Draymond Green was ejected, well, they lost by 3. And I think Draymond can be an asset, especially when Kevin Durant wasn't playing last night. I said you needed to take advantage of the points in the paint when KD isn't playing. Draymond got himself ejected. It's a notification that's popped on my phone too many times. I know Warriors fans are tired of seeing it. So I think this is going to be a blessing in disguise to help the Warriors learn who can fit in the rotation while Draymond Green is suspended indefinitely. I want you to go on ahead and let me know if you think the NBA was too harsh on the suspension, if you thought that this was a fair suspension. Just let me know what you thought overall of Draymond Green's suspension. Now, of course, the Warriors are going to be without him for a long period of time, potentially. I will update you guys on Warriors Day on whether or not Draymond Green, his agent, and the GM will get together and decide how long they think this will take. But of course, he does have to comply with a lot of NBA terms and conditions before he returns. But Anything you guys need to know about Draymond Green, the Golden State Warriors, you're going to find right here. So I need you guys to go on ahead and hit that sub button for me if you haven't already. I mean, I work day and night. Obviously, you can see I'm in my home right now. I want to be able to give you guys most up-to-date information, and hopefully I won't have to make another Draymond Green suspended video.